5 ways to stop worrying. Focus on what you can control. You can control your reaction to what happens, and most importantly, you can control where you focus your attention. When we think of the past, we remember moments that make us nervous, and then we relive these emotions, and it makes us worry. Or we look to the future, something coming up next week that we're anxious about, it's making us worry. Focus your attention in the present moment. And the way to do that is by getting busy. Focus on a project you have. Really dive into whatever it is you're doing. Put 100% of your attention into that moment and watch your worry disappear. Accept things you can't change. You can't change things that have happened already, and you can't change other people. All you can do is give suggestions or advice, and people have to live their own life. You can't fix people who don't want to be fixed. You can't do the work for them. Anytime someone makes changes in their life, they have thought about it for a long time, and they finally have made the definite decision to do it. Don't expect them to change when you're ready. They'll change when they're ready. Avoid always assuming the worst. Don't go into situations thinking worst case scenarios are going to happen. There's something called the law of small numbers. If you're looking online and you see a plane crash, does that mean now every time you get on a plane, you're going to be worried that it's going to crash? If you are going to give a speech, don't think, I'm going to freeze up and forget my whole speech. If you do those things, you're setting yourself up for failure. Things often aren't as bad as we think they are. Don't speculate or guess what people are thinking. In fact, don't even care what people are thinking. There's something called cognitive distortions. We play mental movies in our minds, and we start to make up scenarios and situations typically are very bad and aren't true, but we believe them to be true because our nervous system doesn't know the difference between what's real and what's imagined. So now we're reacting to what we're thinking emotionally, and we're worrying. Instead of having cognitive distortions and imagining what somebody's thinking, just use communication and ask them very directly, what are you thinking? And get the answer. You're going to see that it's nowhere near as bad as you thought, and there's nothing to worry about. Write down what's on your mind. When you're worrying, write down what it is that you're thinking so you can look at it objectively, take a step back and be able to view your thoughts, and you might see it from a whole different perspective and say, hey, this is kind of silly, or what am I even thinking? You can see that what you're worrying about really isn't anything to worry about. Be objective and you can make the worry disappear. Many times we worry about things that never even happen.